Hello everybody, welcome to Game or Pass for our last video in the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time series. I am the Funslinger.
I'm Ashwatan.
It's me.
And I'm Dramus back.
Get ready for an action-packed, fun-filled episode full of things that you aren't even going to believe are about to happen. Shall we get started?
Let's
Or
not
you-
waste
you might
any
believe
extra
it.
Time.
You-
Let's get on to the
Yeah,
video.
if you've played this before, you might believe it's about to happen. I don't know.
What?
Who's to say, really?
He hit a golden spider.
I can't believe it.
What?
Right.
Oh my gosh.
Another one.
Another one.
And we
Gerudo's
enter
Fortress.
The Gerudo's
Hardest part of the
Fortress.
game.
Not really.
I want to like this area. I really want
Got
to like
caught.
this area a lot.
I not only want to like
Ow.
this area, I really like this area.
I do.
The only problem I have with it, and it's a big problem, it ruins the entire thing for me, is that every room looks the same and I get lost so easily. It doesn't matter how many times I've played through this game, I cannot make my way through to find the four dudes. I struggle.
That's
This is the
reasonable, I
true
guess.
Lost Woods.
Yeah.
Also, something happened that I didn't know could happen.
You lose the fight.
I didn't know if you get hit 3 times.
Yeah.
yeah,
although-
you go to straight to jail.
Although in the next
Do not
time I
pass go.
came in here, I actually got hit twice and was sent to jail. So
Yeah, I
don't
think
know-
it's that wind-up move that does it. You go
Okay.
straight to jail. You
It's
do
like a
not
heavy
collect
hit versus
$200.
it's
Do
like
not
a heavy
pass
versus
go.
Now
a
jail
light.
free card.
Okay,
But
but
okay, so I just want to say, so
And then
you're
do not
wearing
get caught
the
again.
the green tunic. I wore the blue tunic during this.
Blue tunic's the best color.
Yeah.
I
what
wore
about-
red. I wore red for most of it.
Okay, red. That's
just-
reasonable.
Fits the thematic of the area better.
I gotta say, I'm not trying to be a hater, but the green tunic's kind of basic.
and that's sort of why I
You're
prefer it,
basic.
actually.
I wish it was a
I'm
darker
saying-
green.
It is
It-
default Link. It is. And I feel.
No purple link
Nope.
though.
I wish it
true.
was a darker green. Like I like the color green, but it's really light and it's not really. You know.
Yeah, I don't know. I think just for me personally, after playing with the blue tunic for so long, I've grown to really like blue on him.
Dabba dee.
It does
And-
look good.
Yeah, it does look good. And like the green works great for child Link, but I think blue's
He
best
needs a
for
new
adult.
color when he becomes an adult.
Yeah. I enjoyed the horseback bow thing here.
I did as well. So I did it 3 different times. You only had to do it twice to get everything. My first time was just to kind of get a feel for it, but I
Test
just showed
round.
my 2 successful attempts. So attempt number 1, you have to get 1,000 points, and then you'll be awarded a piece of heart. So
Ba-da-da-da-dum.
if you want another prize, you have to beat 1,500.
And you get the biggest quiver.
Oh, I am quivering in my boots over it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
and you did it. Well, she'll
Uh,
be darned.
Mm-hmm.
I really like the whole aesthetic of the Gerudo area.
Same.
And like the Gerudo people.
They're all ladies.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're getting the gate open. Basically, we proved ourselves to these fine ladies.
By being a sneaky little snake.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, we got the gate open to go into this spooky desert to find the spirit temple. And the music here is just
It's top notch.
It's
That's interesting.
it's my favorite, I would say.
I had
of-
hover boots on, so it's interesting seeing you sync like that.
Oh,
Bye.
Huh.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, would you look at that?
I think
Would
I
you look
used
at
the long shot to get across that.
I think the
I-
long shot does work. I've always used the hover boots.
I refuse because they're so god awful.
Yeah. You'll see later. I have a gift for you, Funslinger, because I knew how much you hated or loved the hover boots.
That's great.
You'll see it later in the video. He'll be very
No.
happy.
That's a cool looking shopkeep.
Yeah, I like that guy too. He's
Mhm.
pretty cool.
I keep forgetting he's in this game. I think when I think of him, I think of Majora's Mask. But of course, everything from Majora's Mask is reused from Ocarina of Time.
Yeah. It's
So it makes
a
sense,
direct,
but-
it's a direct sequel.
At this point, like I'm still collecting the Skulltulas, but I realize I missed 4 somewhere, and I didn't know where. And I'm like, I'll collect the rest of them, but I don't know where to. And it wasn't until Funslinger you reminded me that hey, you can click on your map to figure them out. Also,
You got
I was
lost pretty
fol-
quick.
I was following the ghost, and he's like, "Oh, yeah, Kayla, well,
He
you're
just
screwed."
jumped over there.
Yeah.
But later on in the video, you'll see that I go back and get the 4 Skulltulas and whatnot. So
Maybe I'm crazy, but in the 64 version, you can't see the eye, like the actual eye, that clearly. It just looks like the middle part. That's all you really see.
I think
Yeah.
that's correct.
I think it's just a circle.
Just a circle.
The circle goes in the square hole.
That's
usually.
right. A square hole.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yes. Take those darn boots off.
Don't do it. It's funnier to make him mad.
Ah!
Don't worry, that's not your gift.
What do we get?
We get, arguably, in my opinion, the best spell in the game.
I never
nice
used
spell.
it.
I used it once, but it is probably my favorite.
What is? I don't remember what it was. I got it.
It's probably not important.
It just heals you, doesn't it?
No, it repels damage.
Oh,
Okay.
I didn't use it once.
Yeah, like, I don't think I've ever really used it.
Repel
Mirror's
damage. You have to
love.
get first.
That's true. I use it once right here because the levers would not leave me alone. I wanted this Skulltula, and they wouldn't let me go. So,
That's fair.
Yeah, I suppose that would have been helpful because they
How long
were
does it last
definitely
for?
bothering me getting that.
so I ended up leaving because I forgot to do this part of the Gerudo's Fortress when I was here, which this is its own little dungeon in and of itself that I
I
don't.
did some of it
I
have
didn't.
fun
I
with.
didn't touch it. I didn't have the time.
before I got bored and went to bed because I was tired that night. Not really bored, just.
I went through it. I had to get my ice arrows.
Yeah,
They are
Oh,
the most
okay, so
important
that's
item in
how
the
you
whole
get it.
game.
That's how you get that arrow. It's a bummer.
yeah,
Yeah.
the prizes, the ice arrows. But
I don't think I would have done
I-
it regardless, but
I didn't use them
Bummer.
once.
Yeah, they're
used,
kind of underpowered at that point in the game.
I mean, they are, as far as arrows go, they're pretty decent. But
But are they the Deku Nuts?
I never used them. I can proudly say I never used the Deku Nuts.
I didn't use them
Proudly.
past
How
childhood.
can you not use Great Daddy Tree's nuts?
Well, I guess maybe I used them in a different way.
What did he say?
Number one chip.
There's something I could have done in that room, but I forgot that it was accessible. But part of that room is not accessible until you get the item from the Spirit Temple. So
Yeah.
I do have to backtrack at some point.
But luckily, you can get just enough keys without the special item.
Okay,
Where you can get the ice arrows.
I didn't get I was thinking you could, but I couldn't figure out where I was going wrong. So I do end up getting the
Oh.
ice arrows after I get the item.
Ain't that a
Yeah,
trick?
you just need like 8 of the keys, I think.
Something like that.
And if you,
I ended up solving that puzzle without that block.
Yeah, and you can. But the block makes it.
You know what might have helped with
Easier.
that?
What's that?
Some boots.
Some
No.
boots.
Ones that
No.
are made for hovering.
Hovering? Oh,
That's
okay.
just what they'll do.
Man, look at those boots.
God, they're so awful.
Oh, they are.
I think they at least look kind of cool. I think
Well,
they
you're
do.
allowed to think that.
Thank you.
You're allowed to be wrong.
I appreciate that.
I do like the Gerudo training grounds though, because it's kind of a little. You get to go through and use almost all the
All your
equipment that you
Yeah.
at your
gathered.
It's a gauntlet for what you've learned throughout the game.
Yeah.
It's a good
Yeah.
dungeon.
I don't enjoy it that much. Like, it's kind of neat, I guess, but
It is really odd though that you get ice arrows from this.
they just didn't know where else to put them, is my assumption.
Yeah.
Yeah. Too bad there wasn't a ice dungeon or anything.
Right. Yeah, I definitely feel like the ice cavern, they could have given you the ice arrows and maybe had like a different section at the beginning of the water temple where you get the boots. The iron boots.
Oh.
I think it kind of makes sense
Organized
to get the ice arrows
in a fiery.
from the Gerudo, because when you get the biggest quiver, so it kind of like has an archery theme, I guess.
And
In a way.
deserts are actually extremely cold at night.
like right now.
The temperature,
I
Oh.
came back.
What is
the
that?
temperature
No
drops
way.
a lot.
I came back.
You decided to actually try this time.
I shut the front door. So I was
Getting a
here for
Whopper?
probably like 35-40 minutes this time around. So all in all, I spent let's just call it 3 hours and 15 minutes, somewhere in there, fishing.
So did you come back for the Hylian Loach after
More
this?
time I was willing to put in.
No.
Yeah, I did not
the
come
fisherman's
back for
hat
the
yet?
Hylian Loach either.
If I could find the sinking lure, I would have, but I never could find the sinking lure. So
20 pounds.
20
That's a
pounds.
light fish for that size.
Yeah, I just this fishing is so dumb.
But I figured I'd show you guys. Yeah, you can seal his hat,
Teehee.
and then you can cast it out into the water. I didn't try to catch any fish with it.
I
It doesn't
see
go
why he
very
wears
far.
a hat.
Yeah, because he's bald.
He's bald and
Bald
beautiful.
people.
No offense to any of our bald subscribers, but
Yeah, none of our subscribers know. Just
But yeah, I just felt like it was fun to. Also, we're a kind-hearted kid because we stole it, gave it back. But now I can finally get this heart piece
hooray.
because you have to have the golden scale in order to do this. It's the only part in the game where you need the golden scale. You can only get the golden scale by finding that frickin' fish.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Yeah, me too. But I officially entered the Spirit Temple after that.
Yeah.
Then you get attacked by some lovely
Possibly.
pots.
But it turns out you can't really do a whole lot right now. We're too old. Then we are greeted by this kind young man.
Wait a second. So you came all the way here, went back.
It was between recording sessions. I forgot to go into the temple to save.
Okay. So
I saved right outside the temple, and then when I started it back up, I was in the Temple of Time, so I had to come back again.
Ah, that sucks.
Yeah. But it's fine.
Yeah, I also almost left without the Requiem of Spirit. And I
That
probably would have been a little
bad.
butthurt. And it would have
Dampened the whole
probably
mood.
been like a Shadow Temple situation.
This is the best temple in the game, though. It is my favorite, my personal favorite.
Yeah.
Hands
I
down.
mean, I really liked it. So, okay,
I said it's done in two half.
And that's
there's
one reason I really love it.
there's that freaking owl, okay?
Yes.
Hey,
And
God.
one of the theories, or, that he's Rauru or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
one of the justifications for that theory that I heard was that, well, we never see him in the adult timeline.
Yeah, I don't know why people say that because it's clearly
For
not
sure
true.
you do see it eventually.
I mean, yeah.
We just did.
Yeah.
So, also, I planted a bean with my butt, I guess. Oh.
Nice.
But
Pooped out.
but I don't. I just kind of assumed that Rauru could transform into the owl at will, so I don't feel like it debunks the theory.
What do you want?
So he has to
Nothing
go all
really.
the way to Metaphor and find Will to transform.
Yes.
Yup.
Whoa.
But what if you don't name your character Will?
I don't know why you would.
Well,
Not a great name.
Only losers.
Sorry to all the
do that.
Wills
just gotta
out there.
go meet the Fresh Prince.
Yeah.
So where's she on the ship list?
She is my number 1 ship. Nibiru right here.
Not right
Big
now,
fan.
though. Not right now.
No, of course. Well,
No.
no, not
No.
right now.
She could
We-
just be
we-
a tall.
We are
Tall gal.
10 years old. No, she is an adult woman. She is the leader of the Gerudo when Ganondorf is not around. She is an adult woman. We are a 10-year-old kid. Keep that in mind.
We don't know how old they are when they become leaders. I was a patrol leader in Boy Scouts when I was like
Okay.
14.
Yeah, and that
As
is
a leader.
fair because we see in other Zelda games, leaders can be children. She is an adult. She is an adult.
Prove it.
Okay, I have her birth certificate over here.
What a weird thing to just have.
Yeah. It's crazy.
See? So, proof.
Oh,
But yeah, so I really enjoy that you do the Spirit Temple as both a child and adult Link. I think it's very creative.
good little thing.
And I love the puzzles in the game as well. Like every time I enter a room, like, oh, it's this room. I remember this room. I always had a
Goodbye.
good- so
Yeah, no, I really enjoy it because it seems like, you do forest, fire, water,
mhm.
all that good stuff, and it's like, oh, I'm just adult Link. But then,
Right.
Shadow and Spirit, you get a chance to go back to the child. It's not just forgotten about.
Right.
Like, I feel like some games would probably do.
Agreed.
I'm not a big fan of these those
Yeah,
fellows.
these Anubis guys are.
I would just Dinspire. I'm much fun with Dinspire.
Eat a Deku Nut.
What was that, Garnet?
I usually just Dinspire them because I can't bother to deal with them.
Oh,
So it's like I'm just gonna scorch the entire room because these guys are annoying. So just
Scorched Earth,
I'm fine. Just scorch me.
right?
When in doubt, set everything on fire.
that's a good life lesson.
It
Yeah,
is.
that's
Yeah.
fair.
Applies to everything really. I should not write a children's book.
I think you should actually. I'd buy it.
I think you'd make a very interesting.
I would pirate
children's book.
It wouldn't sell real well.
You'd get at least one sale.
Fair.
Bomb
Oh,
2.
What a useful item.
Yeah.
Okay,
You
though,
know-
that sun creeps me out.
Yeah, no, they're
Yeah.
all creepy.
I don't like that sun. You
The
look at me
whole
funny.
Bomb 2 thing, I feel like they had a lot more plans for the Bomb 2. Seeing as though you can get it so early and it's just not even useful until the end of the game here.
Yeah.
I was going to say you missed one.
Did not.
It took a good little bit before it decided it wanted to catch on fire.
That's fine. It
On the
was just it was a little damp. Is all.
Wait,
Also, I always think of this room when I think of the Spirit Temple as well. I don't know why, but like these rooms, these puzzles always just stick out to me. So it's just a good time.
Also, those laser guys, every time I see one, I will just kill them on sight.
it's
It
fair.
doesn't matter what I'm doing.
The BMOs.
Yeah, those guys.
Mm-hmm.
Yay. So little side tangent thing here. I do wish, as Child Link, we got another sword other than the Kokiri sword.
We can put it
Yeah.
back.
I
I
don't
feel-
remember that block having a sun on it. Carry on.
Yeah, I just feel like I don't know. Child Link needs another sword.
Because he's just a
He
weak little
needs-
guy.
Yeah. That's just
Small
like
grid sword.
little dagger.
You can't hold.
I do
Hold
like
on.
the Smoggering sword. That's
Right.
pretty cool.
Also, my favorite enemy in the game. I
These guys?
really, yeah,
Oh,
I really like
I
the
hate them
Dark
so
Nuts.
much.
They're so fun.
They're so annoying.
I had fun fighting them.
I'd like to have a
I've
backswing,
seen
so you
that.
try and get around them with the wrong. If you try to go the wrong side to get around, they have a backswing as well, so I can still hit you with that for free.
I mean, I've been playing totally reckless, seeing as though I've gotten every heart piece. So I just go right at 'em.
Ham.
Yeah.
I also really like to fight them in Twilight Princess. They might be my favorite Zelda enemy in general. They're definitely up there anyway. Ooh, look at the owl!
I am surprised to see him.
Eh,
We had to talk to him
Boy.
at least one last time. Right, Funslinger?
let's hope it's the last time.
2 witches. Okay.
Oh.
No. I will say the boss fight, whenever we get to it, it's such a trivial boss fight. It's probably the easiest in the game.
Very true.
Honestly, I had a really bad time with it.
Oh, really?
Well, yeah, because it kept various reasons. Between the screen moving when I didn't want it to. Sometimes like it would go for like forever before I get 3 in a row of each energy type. And if you even stand on the circle after, even if they miss, you stand on the circle, you immediately lose all your progress. So you have to like hug the sides to not lose your shield stacks.
I didn't have any issue with it.
Half the
Me
time,
neither,
one of them wasn't even
but-
on like only one was on my screen, so I couldn't even target the other one because I couldn't even see the other one. Where my screen was.
We'll go into
Oh,
more detail when
no.
we actually get to it.
Yeah, like I
No.
couldn't even. It was rough.
Naburu.
Naburu, no.
That's some red sand.
I don't like sand.
It's coarse.
And it's rough.
It's irritating.
And
It's
it's dry.
You know, it might even get everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't even really
And it-
taste that good.
I was gonna say the same thing.
So why couldn't he wear
Okay.
the other gauntlet to move heavy objects? Or is it just too heavy for the Goron band?
What?
Child Link into why couldn't he wear the same band as? Why couldn't Adult Link wear that same kind of band? Will it move ever have other heavy things? I thought he was.
Oh.
I thought he wasn't strong enough to pick up the plant bombs earlier for that reason. That or I'm just talking out my butt just to.
You
I
could
know,
be
I'm
talking out your butt.
confused.
I don't like those things.
I like them.
The fleshlight?
I did. Yes.
They're called likes.
I didn't have any issue until Spirit Temple, it really wasn't even an issue, but it's just 2 of them got me, and they sucked me off and got my tunic, and it's just not a good time.
I was never touched by them because I always shot them from afar.
Oh, look, ice arrows.
Hey, look,
Yeah.
ice
What flavor
arrows.
are those? Are those blues raspberry?
Yes.
Ta-da!
You got a piece of heart.
did it.
Yay!
You got a
Yay.
gold scully. And we're back.
Wow, you're so strong.
Thanks. Just don't poop yourself.
Again.
Yeah. That'd be bad. You can't be doing that all the time.
Well, why not? Don't tell me how to live my life.
Hey, we'll give you a pass for 1, but 2.
Hmm.
Well, give me a pass for the second one then.
I'll give you a game for the first one.
Ooh. I
Another
like
gold
this
scully.
room.
Maybe we'll
Yeah,
go
this is another room I always think of when I think of the Spirit Temple.
rolling. Skateboarding meatballs.
Did you see those hover boots?
I know, that was the one
missed
thing I
it. Do it
didn't
again.
like about this room.
I never actually thought about using the hover boots. I just ran it down and dodged.
You dodged it all.
Well, not all, but dodged a lot.
Oh. Oh, good.
All is a stretch.
Happy that those suns are dying.
Yeah, I know these aren't the first suns that we've seen, but I just want to mention that I really like that mechanic of using the mirrors and
I like,
moving stuff
I
around
like
to
the
the sun.
mirrors.
Just reminds me of Indiana Jones.
So did you not guys know you can
Yeah, I did it.
That's
Bird.
funny. I did not know that.
I remember discovering that as a kid.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you. Anyway, got another gold scully.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. It's very worthwhile to get all 100.
Golly.
Oh, I'm sure
boy.
it is.
Boy, is it.
Yeah. I definitely didn't look beforehand to see if it was worth it.
I'm sure you didn't. Because that'd be dishonest, and you wouldn't be dishonest.
I've been upfront with you guys from the get-go. I looked this stuff up.
I'm always dishonest.
I'm not gonna lie
Never
to you.
trust the word that comes out of my mouth.
So, you're telling the truth?
Sure.
So you're lying.
Whatever you believe. Hammer time!
Stop. More of these guys.
Yay.
Yeah, I decided to just fire arrow them.
I honestly didn't even think about fire arrowing them
I
or
thought-
using Din's fire, so I used very complicated maneuvers and finally
first-
freaking got him.
I
The
didn't
first
want to
time I
use
played through
arrows.
it, I did the puzzle legitimately, and since then I never have.
There's a legit way. That wasn't the legit way to do that puzzle?
No, you're right. Funslinger is the one in the wrong.
Oh,
Probably.
okay. I mean, that's how I did the puzzle. I thought that was how it was meant to be.
No,
We're speedrunners.
that's what we are.
Yeah.
Huzzah! Another Iron Knuckle down.
So I definitely am such a good speedrunner, and I finished it this morning.
Yep.
I'm not gonna tell you how much sleep I got.
12.
Enough. And now
And-
we get the best shield in the game.
Yeah, this thing looks freaking sick.
I do
I
like
really
the mirror
like
shield. Mirror shield's pretty cool. It also looks really good with red tunic.
Oh, yeah, it does.
Also looks good with the blue tunic.
I think it looks good with the green tunic, honestly.
You're like Christmas Link.
That's fine.
I mean, with the blue, you're America, Link.
Excuse me. I'm sorry.
America.
I was not about to climb all the way up there.
Yeah.
I did the
Not
same
worth
thing.
I tried it a few times, and I was like, okay, this is for the birds. And I just hook shot.
Yeah. It's just
I
so
didn't
much
realize
easier.
Climbing was for the birds.
See, if only you had. Wait, you do have ice arrows.
I do have ice arrows.
If only you used them.
Yeah, I forgot I even had them. Not gonna lie.
Do ice arrows take out the fire?
They do wonders against those slugs.
Oh. You know how I beat those slugs?
You beat
I
them
beat
in
them.
the face with the bigger sword.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want to use my magic anyway. That's definitely why I
Ah.
didn't do that.
Pot.
Thank you.
Hmm.
Thank you for the pot. Crack in the wall.
Cracking my butt.
What? Meow. And here is the light. Again, I really like the reflection puzzles. They're so much fun.
Yeah.
I think they're very clever. And we're back here.
Look at that lady's face.
Wow.
For a second, I was
Oh.
confused because I did it, but nothing happened. But I wasn't patient enough.
Hmm.
I was like, "Why isn't this working?" And I was like, "Oh, two
You
more
lack
seconds would have done it."
Yay.
Huzzah! We made it. Here's the boss.
Yep, it's the boss.
Like a boss.
Like a mouse.
Ho ho
Uh.
ho!
Santa!
Young witches.
Yep.
Man, they so fine.
Yeah, they are.
Ho ho ho. Fella.
Mhm.
Feller.
Ooh, it's a loyal minion.
Banana?
But banana. No.
Best joke of the game.
Yeah.
Like only joke of the game? It always makes me chuckle though.
Hmm.
This iron knuckle always makes me chuckle.
Old chuckle knuckle.
Oh yeah. Jump
Oh,
slashes
defeated.
for days. Whoa.
What?
What a
I love-
revelation.
Dead.
Yep. You killed her.
I think her and I can live happily ever after in the Great Daddy Tree.
Like Link you or Funslinger you?
Link.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Porque no los dos.
Porque no los dos.
No.
And she's dead.
Again.
Yep.
They killed her 7 years ago. We killed her just then. They killed her just
And then they killed her, they brought her back to life and killed her again.
She's got it rough.
Yeah.
Yep.
So here we are in the boss room, and we are about to
But we just
face
did the boss.
the phase 2. This is phase 2 of the boss.
They
Oh.
called us a stupid kid.
Yeah.
Don't they know that
Yeah,
we're
we're an
adult, Link?
adult.
Yeah, we're 17. That's legal.
I
in Hyrule.
mean, to them, we're probably like 5 minutes old.
Burn him to the bone. Man, she's so hot.
She is hot.
I think this one's pretty cool, though.
She is
Yeah.
cool, yeah. Cat.
Old Eobard.
It's a hat Freador?
Twin
Oh.
Rova.
I don't know why I said
Was
Eobard.
one named Twin and one named Rova or what?
I think they're just both named Rova and they're twins.
Yeah.
Well,
That's just their team name. Is Twin Rova.
why would they just? Why would their parents, like 380 years ago, name them both Rova?
They're a poor
I believe
family.
it's
They can only
400
afford one name.
Do you think
Oh,
they
yeah,
had
that's fine.
good parents?
for sure.
They might have. I'd like to think so.
I bet they probably got sold for like
$50.
5 rupees.
hey yeah I was trying to think of something along the lines of gas money, but not that I know anybody that was
They got sold for tariffs for their horses.
yeah. Oh, they're getting serious.
Yeah. The first part was kind of
You-
lame, but whatever. This is like-
Jean.
The second part
Oh.
I did not like at all.
She's
Like there
Yeah,
were
she
times I
winks.
just
Cool.
walked and like just
Wink.
slightly too much to the right.
Why
and
did
just
she have to
walked
wink
off.
at us?
Because they wanted.
Is this part of her
to-
ship too?
Yeah.
Is she like ship number 7?
So I don't know if I know I've had some more trouble with the boss in the past, but I got super lucky. She always just sent the same 3 elements at me.
Oh, she
one
like
after the other.
Same here.
she mixed it up constantly. Like she never
yeah,
stopped.
she mixed it up with me, but it wasn't really an
Yeah,
issue.
like-
No, it was always the same 3 over and
Yeah,
over.
once I got used to all the screen jerking around and all like that stuff, it was easier. But it took a minute.
But you have to hit her like what 7 or 8 times.
Yeah. And like
I-
never. Go ahead.
I mean, all I had to do was knock her down twice, and I got enough
say,
slashes.
I
in.
only-
I had to
like
knock
a
her down a
three.
few times.
With the
But
bigger
I was
on sword.
using the bigger end sword and jump slashing, so
Yeah, like sometimes whenever
with
like
the jump
that circle
slashing,
appears,
but-
whenever she throws something you don't want, so you have to dodge it. The circle, like if you even touch like the circle after it was cast, you lost everything on the shield, even though it didn't
Yeah.
touch the shield. And I was like, come on, don't do this to me. Like, don't do me like that.
I just wish I could get more than one hit in every time I go to slash her.
I was able to get a couple, but maybe I'm wrong.
Like I stopped even trying to get more than one because anytime I would mash the button to get more than one, I just couldn't. It would
Oh.
not let me. So I had to hit her like
Yep.
like I said 7 or 8 times. I eventually looked it up and I'm like, am I doing something wrong? No, I'm not.
It's just how it is.
You'd think she would change up her strategy at some point.
No, it'll probably work the next time.
Oh yes, of course.
It's fine.
Booty up.
Head down, ass up. That's how I like to.
Also,
Sleep.
Ganondorf is a
Have a good time.
terrible. Ganondorf is a terrible son. Like we straight up murder his parents, and he doesn't. He never even mentions it. Never brings it up. Like,
Well, we don't know who his father is. We haven't murdered him.
I mean, but those two raised him. So it's like,
Yeah.
come on, brother. What are you doing?
And look
That's-
how he turned out.
That's not wrong. That's not wrong. Come on.
I like this little bickering.
Yeah, this band
Yeah.
is kind of great.
It's funny.
You're heartless.
You're ungrateful.
Oh, are we dead? Bye.
Rude.
I always think of them as. Well, never mind.
I always remember them fondly.
No, I was
Yep.
gonna give a slight spoiler for another game. All right, so that's the Spirit Temple down and out,
No, we're not out yet.
down and going out.
There we go. Whee.
So overall opinions on the Spirit Temple?
I liked it.
Very fun.
Okay.
Yeah, like I said before, it's far and away my favorite. dungeon in
Holy
the game.
smokes, she's the sage?
Whoa.
I thought
Someone
it was
else from our past.
Ganon.
Dang.
Let me thank you.
Competent swordsman.
So why was she chosen as a sage? They just had to get another race in there. Is that it?
Probably.
I
They just
mean,
needed a.
it
They
only
felt bad for her?
fits. I mean,
Maybe it just targets who's in proximity and who's close enough to what they want.
she
They
was a
just pick
good
somebody at random.
person, like right away when you're a child trying to fight against Ganondorf. So
And she's there whenever the sisters are taken out. So, hey, she's kind of cool. I guess we'll use her.
Another chocolate coin.
Fogs.
very nice. And
Creepy.
now she's calling us
Right.
handsome.
It's a little creepy.
Yes, you should have kept the promise you made back then.
She's no great daddy tree.
This
No,
is true.
but we can be one big happy family.
Who's waiting for us?
They walking through the stream.
And they're waiting.
This was an awful Skulltula to get because of Skulltulas.
We. Because you hung up on the
Oh,
side.
No, because there are like 6
They're-
Skulltulas right here.
yeah, they're all invisible.
I
Hey,
just
good.
you just go down the tunnel and up the ladder and you're good. But there are like 6 Skulltulas right there and it's disgusting. Oh, it's this young man again.
Oh,
Nice
it's,
young
it's
man.
just chic. Okay.
Link, the hero of time. This is my man voice.
Mm.
'cause I'm a man. It's the final challenge. Copyright
Oh,
strikes.
Are we getting a lore drop?
Probably not.
Oh, okay.
It's just Sheik saying, back in my day.
Back in my day, there was a giant triangle.
That was
It
pretty
was actually
cool.
like 5 triangles.
Depends on who you ask.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're
It's
asking
much
Oshawott.
easier to track down the 3 than the 6, so let me tell you that much. I played that one.
Yeah, there's the top one, the side ones, and the middle one, and then the big hole.
Mhm.
Triforce makes 5.
So yeah, basically Triforce, pretty radical and awesome and
It's
powerful.
pretty neat.
It's fine.
One for wisdom, one for power, one for courage.
Yeah. They're my
Mm-hmm.
favorite Mew clones in Pokemon.
And when
Their powers
Ganondorf
combined.
entered the Sacred Realm, he managed to get the Triforce of Power, which split off the other two. Potentially. I don't know, we'll
Yeah,
see.
whoever has them.
Yeah.
I wonder. I bet Navi has them.
It's the whole
I
time.
believe it.
Whoa!
What?
So
The
Link
Triforce.
has courage. The 7th stage has wisdom.
There's
I
a
wonder
7th
who's
stage?
that.
Who's the 7th sage? Sheik is the 7th sage?
Whoa!
But what was with the chunny ass reveal thing?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's the thing.
And where'd the dress come from?
Where'd Sheik go?
Sheik is wearing a dress?
But
Well-
how did
Zelda?
fit in the pants?
What's Zelda
Zelda
doing
murdered
here?
Sheik?
Yes. She gets dead.
Okay.
What a plot twist. So, yeah, in the 7 years, Zelda learned how to be a ninja.
Who
And we
was
were not
expecting Sheik to be Zelda?
I played Smash.
Yeah, me.
I have cultural osmosis.
Yeah, honestly, same. Most
So
of
is
the
she wearing
story
the-
I already knew about.
Well, I'm still trying to figure out the logistics of the dress on the pants.
I'm assuming magic,
Don't worry about
power of wisdom things.
Oh, okay. Power of wisdom. Got it.
Yeah, I don't know.
What he said.
Magic.
What happened?
I threw that ocarina like a football.
Really did. Has an arm on her.
An American
Right?
football.
Are you
Oh,
sure
lucky
she
it
doesn't have
didn't
Triforce of
break.
power?
I mean, she threw it in the water. I feel like if I threw this in the water, it wouldn't. It would just sink to the
See,
bottom.
she
and-
used that one
Maybe.
spell
Fine.
that prevents.
I can imagine she misses and accidentally just shattered it, and she's like, "Oh, oh
Whoops.
no!"
I mean, I guess it was close to the blocks next to the bridge.
And just the ground in general is just that one rogue rock that's just waiting for its time to shine.
It's true.
All right, we're talking about the plan to beat Mr.
You need
Ganondorf.
courage.
Here's this weapon that can
The light arrow.
beat him. Lemon flavored.
Yummy.
Lemon flavored arrows.
I mean, what else? Is that or is butterscotch?
I feel like lemon would be better, but it probably is butterscotch.
So we got the cinnamon, the blue raspberry, and butterscotch. But here's the weapon that can beat him.
Hopefully nothing bad happens.
I'm sure nothing will.
Oh no.
That's just Zelda's tummy.
Oh, okay.
She's very hungry.
Loses its disguise for 5 seconds, immediately just.
Yeah, like clearly he's been watching, right? So
So
why she think it was a good idea to reveal herself like that?
So why did he wait until she gave us the arrows?
Maybe
That's fair.
maybe the assumption that she thought she was safe inside the temple,
Hmm.
but also the temple is pretty close to the castle, so I don't know if that's really a safe assumption.
I don't know.
Maybe he was like snoozing or something, and then he like, wait a second, I better check on that link.
What he doing?
Let me check on that link kid again. Turn
I
on
think
the TV.
He's
Ha!
probably
it's
practicing his piano.
That's he do.
'Cause he's a musician.
Or his organ.
So are we. So is she.
That's a valid point. I think it's more wrong, but either or.
I know that's gonna come later, but that was a pretty freaking radical.
Yeah.
So these are the last 4 Skulltulas I needed. So now I have 100 Skulltulas. You know what you get with 100 Skulltulas? Infinite money.
Yay!
Yay!
In a game that you don't need money.
Yeah. Also, they're
go out
free
and go
now.
back
It's
in.
cursed. Why are they
Butterscotch!
not cleaning their house up? Clean your house.
So
It's not spring for them yet.
I wasn't planning on
Cover
getting
spiderwebs.
the 4th empty bottle, but when I saw my totals, I had every single collectible in the game and everything. And I'm like, I can't just not get the one thing. I can't be missing one item.
Yeah.
So in order to get the 4th empty bottle, you have to collect 10 big Poes in empty bottles and turn them into the Poe Man in Castletown. So I
need to
decided to
get
go ahead and do
2
this.
bottles.
I had the same sentiment. I just couldn't leave it with a bottle being the only thing I'm missing, so
I had to base it on how much time I had, and I was not gonna be able to do all of that, and this is what's happening.
And I didn't have a good time. The Poes, every time they'd run into a wall, they would disappear. So if you don't enter the invisible gate that spawns them at the right angle, you're just screwed, and you only have like 2 seconds for nighttime.
yeah, I definitely looked up a map on this. To
I
see
did
where
as
the
well,
gates were. But I didn't have too much trouble. I think there was probably one Poe that I kept having to go back over and over, but the rest were fairly straightforward.
I also looked up a map, and nothing was spawning where I was running. So I looked up another map. It had different locations for the gates, and I'm like, "What the heck is this?" So
What?
Uh,
Our nation?
I don't know. But regardless, I do get all the Poes.
That's a lot of pandas.
Yeah, you're very funny.
Thanks, I try.
Hmm.
Not really. I'm just dumb.
Yay, ghosts.
But would I recommend people do this casually? No. I don't feel like it's
Yeah.
worth it at all.
Not really necessary. I mean, I did this right before the big final battle. If there is a big final battle, I guess we'll see later. Whoa.
Who's to say?
And then I filled my jars up, 2 fairies and then 2 magic juice jars.
I had 4 fairies.
I had 3 fairies because I didn't get an extra jar.
I had 2 for the same reason.
This is number 10. Again, I don't think this is worth it in the slightest, but
You might
unless
as
you're
well
going for a
complete it.
completionist run. And once you turn in the last Poe, he pays 50 rupees for every single Poe. Money is not an issue in this
Wow,
Yeah.
money!
Yeah, he didn't give me any money. I threw it
Yeah.
all on the ground.
He didn't give me a single dime. Yay.
An empty bottle!
This is
Go
the last
back.
opportunity I would have to do this.
Yeah. Oh my guy.
Speed
Oh.
runner.
Yeah, it helps you the most if you do it at the very end of the game like that. So,
Right.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so now we get us a bridge.
A rainbow bridge.
A rainbow bridge, yes.
A rainbow road, if you will.
I don't
Now,
get it.
I could be misremembering here, which
Yes.
is quite possible, but I feel like the rainbow bridge in the N64 version did not have railings.
I believe that's correct.
Yeah, I want to say. Oh, it didn't have those. It had railings, but
They
like
weren't fancy like that.
there was like 2 small ridges on the side, but like barely anything.
Right.
I know it did
So-
not have all this shenanigans.
I thought the railings were kind of lame in the 3DS version. Like, add some danger to it.
I'll be honest,
No,
what I've
I
seen
kinda like
on the
it.
3DS has been
I'll be back. I
100% better than the original.
watch
A lot
got
more
an
quality of life
invitation to go
changes, a
see,
lot easier to play.
something or other.
So we're
Okay,
in Ganon's
guys.
castle.
Yay.
My big excuse yielded good results. I saw an
Very
organ.
good.
It was
Oh.
skin.
Very good. So Ganon's castle is sort of another gauntlet
Mini-
kind of area to use everything you've learned up to this point.
Dungeon of Dungeons.
And
of Dragons.
I'm gonna say right now, Ganon's castle was my favorite dungeon of the entire game.
I do like it a lot.
I appreciate how direct it was.
Like,
It was good for
Each-
the first half, and then after once we started to go up this climbing the tower, it was kind of
Yeah.
each
got
room
lame.
is
Good
fairly
item.
short, but you get
Yes.
to use,
Use your
the
toys.
mechanics from each dungeon,
You use your whole arsenal.
and
Your entire kit.
it's kind of a fun way of revisiting everything. Kind of like, the Gerudo training ground, but I would say better.
Absolutely, I agree with that.
Mhm.
This actually took me a moment to realize that there's web above me. Which
How
I
could you forget the
I,
great daddy tree webs?
Yes.
It's been so long.
Hmm.
Which is why there were web.
Have a Werther's. Oh, Sage.
It took me a second to figure out those cores. Like, what am I
Oh.
supposed to do with these?
light
Then I'm
arrow,
like, oh yeah, light arrows.
The item we were just given.
Yeah. And I also really appreciate that they teleported us back out of
Yes.
the room.
Yeah.
That is appreciated.
That's
for
lovely.
sure.
I did not want to travel all the way back through there.
Yeah.
Fire.
Fire.
Glad there's no ice item or anything. We can't just yell deep freeze.
You still
Right.
can.
Look at these boots I'm wearing though.
God, it
They are
sucks.
made for running.
This was
good.
definitely the worst part of Ganon's castle.
You're gonna love what I have cooking coming up. Just for you though.
I'm sure.
Just keep looking at the feet for the most part.
I usually try to.
What?
Huh?
What?
Oh, hey, Saria. It's good that you're here.
Sorry, it just looks so goofy in that little scene.
Yeah.
Just-
Yeah.
Praise the
It's like-
sun.
Uppies.
She kind of took me out a little bit. I was done. But I also could have just been really loopy being tired.
And
Look,
I like
ice physics.
that. Yeah, we have
You should wear the boots with those.
the ice.
Ooh. Okay. That's
The
an
ice
idea.
cavern. But where's the water stuff?
Okay, like, so with this one, I actually didn't like it much at all because, like, anything with a timer, I hate that.
It gives me anxiety.
Yeah, you give me a timer on anything, it just becomes not fun anymore.
Mm-hmm. I get
Like-
that.
How do
If
you
I-
cook?
I'd rather struggle with the puzzle for a while than have to be rushed through it.
Eh.
Like, any
I
kind
think
of.
you get plenty of time.
The water
Yeah.
barrier is dispelled. Hurry up.
I think that was a pretty good Ruto voice.
Not sassy enough.
Well, I can't be as sassy as Oshwatan. I'm sorry.
It's true.
Now did you go to the little secret shop?
Secret tunnel.
Oh, no, I
Oh,
forgot
yeah.
about it.
That's where I went and I got my magical green juice from.
I
Before
forgot
I-
that even existed till you just mentioned it. Man,
I
look
thought
at those
about it,
boots,
but I
though.
didn't want to lose my fairies that I had in my 2 bottles.
You didn't have to use those boots,
Correct. I'm
At
aware.
that point, I think he's just doing it just to mess with you.
Man, look at those boots, though.
They are fan tucking fastic.
Oh.
Get wrecked.
Ah, so good, though. Such a good item. Also, item. We get an item.
Yeah, I did this one first so I could get the golden
So we can
gauntlets.
replace the one we just got.
Right.
Yeah,
That's so kind of lame, not gonna lie.
yeah, I get that for sure. And I do agree. I don't replace, or I guess I do replace. I don't use
you
what they're
gotta-
needed for until after this little romp. But
I immediately left the castle and used them.
Yeah.
Oh, on the fairy fountain.
Yeah.
So I didn't realize at first we'd get a nice little rainbow bridge. So I thought we had to move that giant pillar. So I ran up to him and went, "Hey!" Oh, the silver gauntlet not strong enough? That's silly.
And then
Yeah.
you got closer to the castle and realized, oh,
There's
and
a
look at those
bridge.
boots though.
I mean, at least they're useful on this section.
Yeah, no,
They kind of are. I did use them in this section. But yeah, man, I went right for that fairy fountain. You get double defense, and double defense means that I can be doubly reckless.
Even recklesslier. You get their jabs back?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Thanks for asking.
Yep. Those boots though. Hashtag those boots though.
Nah.
I like the effort. I don't think it's gonna catch.
It might.
It's
You
my
don't-
brother!
Brother!
Yeah!
And there are only 3 pillars in the game, aren't there?
I don't know. I think I destroyed 2. Oh no, actually I destroyed 3. I guess.
Yeah, the
Like-
2 in here and the 1.
Yeah.
Open all the chests, you coward.
I did. I don't think I show it, but I did open them.
A lot of freeze traps. But I can't leave a chest unopened, so...
Yeah,
Same.
it might be something good.
So in that case, you'll hate Twilight Princess. If you have max money in Twilight Princess and you get a rupee out of a chest, it goes back in the chest and it closes.
Open
That's
it back.
kind of nice in a way, though.
And it shows on your map that it's an unopened chest.
Open it back up.
I mean, I can deal with that, because I've opened it and I know.
I guess that's fair. I don't like having the icon on my map saying I haven't opened it.
No, gotta go buy something.
Because then I at least know, like, hey, if I do need money, that's where it is.
Those boots, though.
Those are
We-
boots.
So this one I originally did untime because I just wasn't paying attention.
I almost ran out of time. I'll be honest on that one. I was getting
So where's the guy? Oh,
starting to feel stuff
the
about
door.
it.
Oh, man.
And he's getting
He
handsy
almost-
with you.
Yeah, he almost gave you a hand.
I don't understand.
It's okay.
It's the owl.
I like his
Maybe.
mustache.
Who's to say?
So does light just go right through our eyes or what?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
No, it picks us up along the way.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, how spooky.
All right. Time to go inside the castle. Inside the castle.
But first, let's up our defense, shall we?
Let's get something useful from these people.
Right?
This lovely fairy.
Nehru's Love is actually pretty useful with it repelling damage.
One group of enemies.
Well, yeah. It helped me get that skull chill so much easier than it would have been.
Yeah. Now you got unlimited money.
It's true.
At least you're
That's
roaming
true.
around in something other than the green tunic.
What's wrong with the green tunic?
You talking about the boots I have on?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
You can keep the boots on, just don't go back to the green tunic.
So where does the hat come from whenever he gets a new shirt?
Yes.
It's part of the whole get-up.
But we're just getting the tunic, not the hat.
I like to think the tunic actually has long sleeves and he cuts them off and sews them together to make the hat.
Okay, I can live with that.
That's my new headcanon.
Yep.
Okay, bye.
I'll buy it. All right.
So now
Time to
it's
fight
just
the big guys.
several rooms of enemies.
Stairs. Man, they need an escalator in here.
Eels.
Escalators.
Eels.
You know Ganon was a theater kid, like even putting up the chest in front of the room just so you can find it. just to really play on the dramatics.
I mean, yeah, he is being a little dramatic here too.
He really is.
Jump slash, jump slash.
Ooh, what's behind this door?
Oh, probably nothing.
Oh,
Lots of pots.
I collected all. I smashed and collected all the pots before I entering that door.
I tried to save some of them.
There's no need to collect them because they're there in case you end up falling. But I never. I never. I do fall, but I never collect
Get back
anything.
up again.
That's true.
Yeah, I mean,
Link need life alert.
this fight was so easy. I was disappointed. So I remember it being much
Holy
harder.
smoke.
Well, you're also probably worse when you're
Child.
young and dumber.
Yeah, that's true.
Playing organ.
Yeah, that is an organ.
Yeah, this part is pretty rad. Like,
First, let me check what time it is. Time to kick Ganon.
oh
What?
boy, Zelda gasping.
Ugh. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
That
every
gets
time you
annoying.
hit. Eh.
He just realized he was wearing the boots too.
Yeah, I don't take the boots off the rest of the game. I don't know if that was obvious or not. No, they're here to stay.
That was pretty obvious.
They're
yeah.
there.
I thought about switching to the iron boots, and I'm like, maybe not.
That would be pretty funny.
Hard mode.
Also, I love that
Theater kid.
he was playing the music. Like the
Mhm.
background music stops when
was
he
very
stops
diegetic.
playing.
Yeah.
It's very, very cool. Very well done. Then Navi's like, ah.
Yeah, Navi, useless.
Great King of Evil.
Oh boy, it's almost like I've done this boss fight already.
And you just fall.
Yeah, this is just a repeat.
More ping pong, yeah!
Ping
I
pong!
hated it last time. I hated it this time too.
The Zelda series loves this. The more Zelda games you play, the more you'll realize this is just normal.
At a certain point, I got
So-
used to the timing, but man, that and for whatever reason, like it decides that you can't lock on for this first part after, like, unless you get used to it for a while. I'm like that's rude and unnecessary.
What are you saying, Oshwatton?
What in the ambipom is this stuff?
Oh.
I did wonder why they just took away the lock on option as soon as we get to this.
Because Navi
Yeah.
can't approach him.
I mean, but yeah, like as a game, like kind of thing, like if you let your players get used to a certain mechanic for the entire game, and the very end just say, "Hey, what if you didn't have that?" It's like, why?
It's called difficulty.
Yeah, they're trying to give it a challenge. But you don't even need to lock on anyway.
No.
Annoyed me because I would have hit arrows easier with the inverted controls if I could lock on and not shoot myself in the wrong direction.
I didn't even think about locking on with the arrows.
It's awful.
Then he does one of these guys. Well, he tries
I-
to.
Yeah, I never
Wow.
saw that.
He doesn't. He tries his best though.
But I was using the bigger end sword,
Yeah.
so he melted pretty quick.
And he's dead.
At least
He
it was
gone.
a harder fight than Lord Luis.
I don't know about that. I didn't even get hit. Now, this next stage, I got hit a lot.
Yeah, he
But I
fast.
was very reckless.
He was just really fast. Like he never stopped running at you. I'm like, no, go away.
Oh, I assume, Funslinger, you're talking about the
The
run
escape.
down.
No. No.
I
Oh.
thought you were talking about escaping the castle.
Yeah, that's
no.
what I thought you were talking about, because I got hit more there than probably anywhere else in the game.
Would you look at that? We won. We beat Ganon again.
We did it!
So now Zelda bakes us a cake, right?
Dear Mario.
He talks a lot of crap after being rescued from him. Like, this man just kidnapped you from 15 miles away without any effort. You're like, he's weak. No, I just saved you.
Whee!
Yeah.
I like the slide and you're doing.
Yeah.
So you can slide with the hover boots. It's a good time.
I didn't realize They gave you healies.
No, I get hit more here than probably anywhere else. And every time you get hit, she's like, ah, and you have to stop, and you get humped on by a Redead. And,
That also happened.
That's
and she
Skip,
just stands
that's
there and
Skip.
watches it. She's like,
Yeah.
come on, are you guys
She was
done?
in the
Hurry
chair.
up. Talk about Castle Crashers.
I don't get it.
You understand when you're younger.
Oh, okay.
This
One
whole
finger, do you understand?
no,
Oh, okay.
this whole castle crumbling, I feel like took too long.
Yeah, it could have been shortened a little bit.
Yay, it's over.
Finally
and
over.
we're on this-
Roll the credits.
Floating island. What are we going to do?
I think we're just gonna go home and live happily ever after.
Yep.
And
You
by
wanna
home I
take my
mean
boots
my
off
tree
and lay
house
down?
because she doesn't have a home anymore.
Yeah.
What was
Go
that
back
sound?
home and meet up with my fiance or something.
Man,
Ring of
those
fire.
are-
No.
What? He's not dead? He's panting though. Yeah, we know you have the Triforce of Power. Thank you. Or is that his way of flipping us off?
Yep.
I think
Yes.
that's was
Okay.
him flipping him off. Yeah. Oh, he's a pig now.
I didn't realize he was a cop.
With a sword.
With 2 batons.
Ganon.
Also, I really love that he doesn't have like a title. It's just Ganon.
Yeah, like he lost his actual self.
Like every other boss fight in the game had some sort of title and then their name. He's just Ganon, which I feel helps with the finality of it. It sounds, it feels
Jump!
it feels like it has more weight to it. I think.
So we lost the Master Sword.
If only we had another even better sword.
Yeah.
If only.
So when the Master Sword flew away, I was like,
Those boots though.
big
Yeah.
freaking deal. I was using my bigger sword anyway. And I decided that that's just what I was going to use till the end.
Yeah.
I used the small version of it, the breakable version.
Okay, I was wondering how you were gonna fight him. Because the
Yeah,
long
I
shot
just-
does damage to the tail.
Yeah.
I mean,
The
you can
bombs
still shoot
actually
arrows.
bombs don't
at
do anything,
tail.
turns out, really. I tested out the bombs. Bombs don't do anything, even though you
But
drop
try
a
the
bunch of
bomb
bombs.
shoes.
Bomb shoes don't really do much either.
Yeah, you can just shoot the tail with your arrows if it comes down to it.
Yeah.
It does less damage than you'd probably like, but that is also an option.
I mean, at some point I was also using a broken sword, so it's kind of either way.
Slide right under with your heelys.
Yeah. Yeah, the easiest way to get to his tail is just to roll under his legs.
I tried
like
that so many
how-
times. It kept like sticking me in place, and then I couldn't leave. I just kept
Like,
beating my ass.
Why
Get
didn't
your sword
Zelda
that I
just
could probably
pick
could
the
have thrown
sword
at you.
up and yeah.
Well, maybe
it's too
she's,
heavy for her.
Yeah,
She
she's
can't
not,
wield the
She's
sword.
not king of the Britons.
It's true.
So at this point, I brought the bigger sword back out.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's a good weapon.
Yeah. Now, the Master Sword does do
That
more
happens like 2 or
damage.
3 times.
Yeah, he
That's
does. He does that.
fantastic.
Master Sword does do more damage to Ganon, but I just decided that since I was and I have been standing the bigger sword, that I might as well take it to the end.
Yeah.
Yep. And
And once you get his health fully depleted, it like you can keep hitting the tail and nothing happens.
Mhm.
So you have to take the Master Sword out and just
Shitty.
bonk his tail one time with it.
Well, maybe she's
Who
the
would
one
have
guy.
thought the sword that seals the darkness was necessary to seal the darkness?
It's crazy.
I don't believe it.
that is a wild concept.
How
like-
bizarre.
How
How
bizarre.
bizarre.
Why
You
can't
couldn't have
the
done this
Master
earlier?
Sword?
Yeah,
No.
just use your power to pick up the master sword, chuck it over there. Give me my sword.
What was it, Punslinger?
Why can't the Master Sword be freaking super cool like the bigger sword?
I think it's pretty cool. I have the Master Sword.
Yeah, but you don't have the bigger sword.
Yeah.
That's because it does. Master Sword looks so much cooler.
Those were a lot of extra hits when you could just stab him in the face the first time.
And this is already fairly heavy.
Shink.
I don't know if I could handle anything bigger.
What did he say?
Proud
6
of you.
sages. Let's go seal this man. Pig.
Open the sealed door.
Where's his hands?
He wears long sleeves. They're just really long sleeves.
So he's emo.
Yes. Where are you?
And I'm so sorry.
Sorry.
I cannot sleep. I cannot dream tonight.
You.
Me?
Curse you. Zelda. Curse you, sages. Curse you!
Someday when this seal is broken.
That is such a face he is making.
He's a little upset.
Look,
Just
look
a
into
little
those eyes.
upsetty.
Just cut off his hand.
Right?
Cut off both hands. Just in case it
Works
moves.
for the signers.
Yeah.
Blue skies.
Mr. Blue Sky.
Even below us, kind of blue skies. This doesn't seem safe. What if
Hey,
we
you're not
fall?
wearing your hover boots. Ha 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 ha.
Damn it!
He doesn't. He's still hovering.
Unplayable.
Yep.
Now you can
Worst
hover
game.
without them. You have permanent ice physics no matter what.
Yeah, I actually absorbed them into my body. So
I bet you did.
So I figured you'd appreciate me wearing them the whole time.
I mean, it was one of the choices of all time.
Thank you.
I enjoyed you sliding and hitting the fire.
I enjoyed the parkour down the castle falling apart.
Yeah.
Alien down the castle.
It also helps that I had it at 800 times speed. So
No. Here, take the sweet potato back. I had a better one.
No.
Sweet potato.
Who's peace?
Thank you.
This is where they destroyed the timeline. Let's go.
So yeah, for anyone not in the know, this is where the timeline in the Zelda franchise splits into, well, two. There is a third. The third timeline is the Fallen timeline, where if you die at any point, whether you're child or adult, that's that timeline.
And most of the time, the games are just decided by a fling on the dartboard.
Sometimes, yeah.
Like clearly some games are connected to each other. Like Majora's Mask happens right after this game, but like I don't think for the most part they're supposed to be really connected until they decided they were back in what 2012 or whenever it was.
Yeah. I mean, the very
So-
first game, at the very end of one of the timelines,
Mhm.
because they're like, we're going to stick this. It's big enough. It'll fit here.
Yeah, the original game is at the very end of the Fallen timeline.
Yeah. I remember I actually did play some of that one.
I've played it. I've beaten it. I don't.
Yeah, I didn't beat
yeah.
it. I never finished it.
But a game you did beat was Ocarina of Time.
Yes.
Party!
So I raged often.
I love the party scene here.
Party!
And the guy, the windmill guy,
He's still cranking it!
he's just cranking it while being held by a bunch of people.
Can't stop, won't stop. I like how the chicken was also
This
dancing
is
with
my
him.
new favorite chip for no real reason.
Well, it's actually really thematic because they're really the only two who are there who lost someone like very close to them, right? Like he lost his daughter, he lost really his only friend. I think it's really kind of sweet that
They
they
weren't friends.
were friends.
No.
So the sages, they're just like in the sacred realm from now on, and they're just
Pretty much.
I think they're just hanging out. They
They-
can kind of sort of leave when they want because they showed them doing it, but
They can't like say hi to their old friends or anything.
I don't know that it's ever explained in any of the lore or other material, but they're pretty much, I think they're disconnected from the entire world. And this is what starts Majora's Mask right here.
Okay. Well,
Navi,
I mean,
Navi leaves and Link goes to look for Navi. That's the whole premise of Majora's Mask.
okay. Yeah, I
Navi
mean,
dies.
why would he look for something so useless? But okay.
Because
Navi's our friend.
exactly.
I might look for you guys.
Do we ever get a reason for why
Aw.
Navi left?
What was that,
Thanks.
Garnet?
Do we ever get a reason for why Navi left?
The mission's over. I must go now. My people need me.
Actually,
I returned one of the fountains to hang out with the boys.
Yep.
so as a child, we come back and tell Zelda all about what Ganon's planning, and that's what really gets the ball rolling for the child timeline.
And then we leave, and then we roll in. Okay, now let's go stick our noses in the window again. That was funny.
So, where do we get sent back to in the child timeline? Like, have we done Jabu Jabu?
So no, this is, I believe this is right when we first meet Zelda
Yeah.
Okay.
for the first time. So like we've essentially done, I guess, the big daddy tree, but or maybe we don't even do that. Maybe we just leave right away and we're like, we're gonna go tell her. So
Yeah.
but
Maybe
it's before the game really gets going.
Maybe
either
they
way.
just have all the soldiers and stuff just go into the areas and clean out all the monsters and everything.
Well, I mean, the Temple of Time door is open, so you'd think that the
That's true.
three stones would have to be there, which would also mean we would have had to have the Ocarina of Time to get that open.
That's true.
Let's just
I don't know.
not think about it. I
Yeah.
don't think they thought that through.
Oh, okay.
Now there is something real quick I would like to go through with you fellers.
Is it the Master New Game Plus?
This is my tier list for the dungeons.
Oh.
So top tier over here, Spirit Temple. It's so good. Followed by the Forest Temple and the Shadow Temple.
That one's way too high for some of us.
Some of our opinions don't matter though.
Mine.
Like
Garnet.
mine.
Honestly, I am a hater on most of these temples. In fairness.
Here, that's the bottom of the well inside the Deku Tree, the Dawn Ghost Cavern, and what is?
That's the Fire Temple.
The Fire Temple, yeah. And then I have Ganon's Castle in the Ice Cavern, then
Right.
Jabu Jabu, Gerudo Training Grounds, and then the Water Temple. I don't hate any of these temples, any of these dungeons, but this is my personal ranking for them. So I just wanted to share that with you guys since we kind of talked about that. What was it, last week?
Okay.
So these are my opinions alone, and they are correct.
Correct, they are your opinions.
As all subjective things are.
So that's all I wanted to say right there at the end.
I would not agree with your tier list at all. Ganon's Castle is definitely top tier. Top
I definitely
tier.
like the first half of that.
I like how simple Ganon's Castle is. It's straightforward, it's easy to get through.
I like the whole thing. I mean, the boss fights at the end, the whole ending of the game. I loved it. Spirit Temple, great. I would also put that in top tier. I would put probably, honestly, every other dungeon in the tier below that, except for maybe the Shadow. Just
The
because,
Shadow goes all the way in F.
and I hate to even do that because really the Shadow Temple's great, but except for that stupid frickin' block. Okay, so top tier, Ganon's Castle, Spirit Temple. Next level down, every other dungeon. Bottom of the tier, that one block from the Shadow Temple.
We had a very different experience with Temple.
Single block!
We had a very different experience with our gameplay.
Completely ruined the game for him.
Come at me, block from the Shadow Temple.
Yeah, well, like I said, some of our opinions just don't matter.
Like mine.
Garnet.
I'm a hater. I'll die on this hill.
No,
No.
I do agree with that block though. Like it's very deceptive. Like they should at least have some sort of doorway or something to indicate, hey, you're leaving this area. That way,
But you know, our all of our differences of opinion is kind of why we do this.
No, we are
Oh.
all supposed to have the exact same opinion.
yeah, no,
like-
that is absolutely correct.
Like I
Four
No,
white
I
men are
joke.
all supposed to think the exact same way.
joke, but I do really appreciate Garnet's opinion.
Oh,
Uh,
for
My
sure.
very angry opinions.
Yeah,
Hey.
yeah.
No, I do.
I think it's really important to
Pessimism.
have that
Well, I
because
think
if we
you're
all had the same opinion on all this, it
It'd be
wouldn't be that
boring.
interesting.
Yeah.
Like, I can just I think that's important to have differences of opinion.
Even if you're all wrong and then I'm the only one who's right.
That's
On,
true.
on that same note, I will bring up something though, because I was talking to Ashwatan about this yesterday.
Yeah,
Um,
we're on a walk.
I'll just to get this out there. I feel like because of the time constraints and everything else that was going on, I am not going to make a judgment on either way. Because after after the last recording, I sat down and I was like, "Can I be objective here?" And I can't because I was stressed out and rushing and all that, and I didn't actually experience the game. So yes, I was angry a lot, and I'm definitely a bit of a hater. I actually couldn't give it a fair shot.
Okay.
So I'm
And-
gonna just not make a judgment either way.
And I mean, that's very valid though, because not everybody has time to play. And so maybe if you're
I do
somebody
value
that doesn't have a lot of time, the N64 version of Ocarina of Time just isn't probably the best.
Try
for you.
3DS. The inverted controls will make you scream.
But also
Yeah.
with the 3DS
But he had
being,
but he had the save scumming.
Oh, I
that's also
suspended
fair.
for days. I scummed for days.
Like I feel like what version would be best? So the 3DS version, it has these quality of life improvements, right? And it's on a portable console, which is
Like to
fantastic.
zoom in on the water temple.
But now the Switch is a portable console, so if you're okay with like the downgraded graphics and having to switch through the menu, and not having all those quality of life improvements, like I can definitely see arguments either way for someone who doesn't have.
Didn't you have normal
time.
controls as well on 3DS?
What do you mean?
I've been functioning under the assumption.
I would have to boot it up to.
Yeah, I
Listen.
don't think
It's
we
so
had
natural to me,
inverted.
so I never.
No,
Okay.
it doesn't. Yeah, I don't.
Like when you moved up, did it aim down?
Yeah, I don't think so.
I don't
would-
think so
I would,
because
I would have
if
to
I
boot
would
it.
have been dealing with inverted controls, I would have been disgusted. So
I played that entire game like having to go up to go down and back
Yeah.
and forth.
right.
And I feel like that's a valid argument. Because,
I, having played through both versions, granted N64 was a while ago, I will say don't bother with the N64 version. Play the 3DS version. It's
good for
so
nostalgia.
much better.
I like old games, but time.
Yeah, visuals are better. A lot more quality of life improvements. It's just a better version of the game.
I agree with that.
I did like having a bigger screen though on the Switch because I can just put it in there, so I had a TV for it
Sure.
Yeah,
versus a small 3DS screen. However, the controls are so annoying to deal with.
I really wish that they would put the 3DS
bigger
version
one.
on the Switch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That would have
mean-
been smart.
Why not have the better version?
It's like with Kingdom Hearts, which is kind of on the side, but like Kingdom Hearts 1 on the PlayStation 2, I have it.
Mhm.
I cannot
Oh, yeah.
stand the. I think yeah, you've seen me play a little bit.
Final
I ca-
mix version.
Yeah, like
The
I played
version
the
is
PC
a lot
version of Final
better.
Mix that fixed the inverted controls on Kingdom Hearts 1. 10 times better game immediately.
And
Yeah.
it's 90%
Versus the
having
PlayStation 2.
analog stick for cameras instead of using the
Yeah, that part is
L2
weird.
and R2
That part is
for
weird.
cameras. That's my quality of life improvement between 1 and Final Mix.
Yeah, but like things like that make the world of a difference within like a game, like a gameplay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think that's totally fair, totally valid, and that's one reason why they will do these remakes and remasters of games, right? To give us those quality of life improvements, or just make things more fun or easier on the player. So
Like, I don't
Um,
hate on like 64 version because it's a product of its time. It's what was out there.
for sure,
It's what you
Yeah.
did. But like comparatively, oh my god.
yeah, and I think for its time, like it was revolutionary, right? Like
Yeah.
it
And
was fantastic, and
narratively, I also love it
game.
narratively. The gameplay
Yeah.
killed me. The narrative made it tolerable. I
Yeah.
like the story. I like the musical aspect.
So I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and say, of course, game. Obviously, obviously, I'm gonna say that.
I'd say
So,
or game.
I'm also gonna game.
I'm not gonna make a judgment. I can't make a judgment on a game that I barely even really took in.
you can. It's okay to say pass because
Yeah.
I'll put it
Uh,
this way: 64 pass, 3DS, potentially play a game. I can't make a judge on the game as a whole.
Take
Well,
it a while, and you can borrow my copy of the. game
I
for the
won't have
3DS.
time, brother.
I meant when we ever have.
Well, I think it's like I think what Funslinger was trying to get at before as well. Like not everybody has
Yeah.
time, so like you can group yourself in with those people. Like maybe they have kids, they have a family, they're working 2 jobs, whatever. Like they don't
50-hour
they-
weeks.
right. You don't have time to really dive into those games. So I feel like you can kind of lump yourself in with those
Yeah.
people and make those calls. And if you're just not enjoying the game based on your circumstances, I think that's perfectly valid to be like, I'm passing on this, guys. You know,
It's not a game. It's not a game you can brute force to get done in time. You
Yeah.
can't brute force it.
is that kind of what you were getting at?
Oh, I
earlier,
was brute
Funky?
forcing for
Yeah.
days
yeah, that's totally.
to get it done in time. You can't really brute force certain kind of games. It doesn't
Yeah.
work. So like, especially puzzle games, you can't brute force a puzzle game. You gotta actually look around, take everything in, figure out what does what.
But those are our opinions on Ocarina of Time. Let us know what you guys thought of the game below. Do you agree with us? Do you think Garnet has a point? Just let us know what you guys think.
You think I'm a
You think
hater?
Oshwan's a big old knobhead?
Oh, they
And-
don't think they know.
Of course, one thing I really do want to hear is what's your Link ship? I
Yeah,
mean,
where's that tier list?
and please say Nibiru
Say the Great Daddy Tree.
or Great Daddy Tree.
I thought Daichi would win.
But just like with Garnet, I mean, all of your opinions are valid on that.
But you're also
No
a
matter.
hater.
Heck, if you want to pick the flying carpet guy in the desert, that's fine.
Don't do that. He scares me.
If you pick the ghost ship in the Shadow Temple, I might stare at you funny.
I mean,
Yeah.
it is a ship.
It is canonically a ship.
Okay, I mean, with that, do you think we should announce our next game?
I think we should.
All right, our next game is.
Oh, what's
Oh
that?
no!
What's
I know what to
that?
do. Here, I got this,
Gunslinger,
guys.
You got that? Oh, and there it goes.
There it is.
What?
And it looks like the next game we will be playing is The Last of Us Part 1.
Remastered.
So please, please, please join us next week for the shenanigans that we will be getting. Okay. Are you guys familiar with The Last of Us?
Yes,
I've got
No.
cultural osmosis.
I am.
I have been very fortunate to not have any spoilers
Okay.
at all.
Okay.
Cultural hypnosis has told me a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
I've
Good.
been wanting to play this game ever since it first came out, and I've never really had a PlayStation. So the second it came out on PC, I put it on my Steam wish list, and here's my chance. I mean, it's been out on PC for a while, but
Right. I've never actually played through it. I've watched a couple Let's Plays, and I've seen the first season on HBO. And this is my personal favorite game of all time that I've never played. Is that a title? It's a title now. So, I am
Like,
very excited
Grandpa,
to
Grandpa,
go
most
through it.
people.
And Funslinger, I'm super excited since you haven't absorbed it through osmosis.
That was perfect.
Oshawott and Garnet, have you guys like seen all the story bits? Like, do you know exactly what happened?
Somewhat.
The bigger
My
parts.
brothers played us some of it, and I watched
Okay.
them play a little bit of it.
All right,
I have basically all the cliff notes.
I'm very excited to see all your reactions, but especially yours, Funslinger. I want to know what you think of this game. So, and we will be playing up until we get to. So stop when you get to Billstown. We'll play through the outskirts and stop when we get to Billstown.
Okay.
Oh,
But Uncle Hank's now.
nope. We don't care about Uncle Hank.
Nails?
Just Bill. Nope, just Bill.
Jahan.
I
Red
may or may not remember that.
Perfect. All right, I'm very excited. So, I really hope you guys will join us to experience this story together.
Yeah. I will be.
I was talking to.
Oh, you're talking to the viewers, yeah.
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 I assumed you would be. Anyway, that's all I have to say. So,
Okay. I don't really have much more to say other than thank you for sticking through Ocarina of Time. It's very fun. Great
Really
game from the
enjoyable
past.
nostalgic as well.
Yeah. Like, comment, subscribe, click that bell. Yeah.
And we'll see
Tell us
you
how to improve.
always.
Yeah, tell it.
And
yeah,
your
anything.
ships.
And your ships. I want to hear the ships.
All right. We'll see you guys in The Last of Us.
Inside The Last of Us? What?
What? Stop talking.